really, for me, this was really going to be a very short ceremony. It's a signing and unveiling ceremony, and so the speeches are not really going to be long, necessary as they might be. But first, I want to start by first congratulating Mr. Johnathan McKinstry for his appointment as the new coach of the Gambia Scorpions, and also to wish him the very best of luck in his tenure as coach of the Gambia. And to all of you that have been part of the process, the General Secretary, the Executive Director, and everybody that was part of the Technical Committee of the Football Federation that have worked in collaboration with us to ensure that we identify what in our own level is considered to be the best among all the applicants, and that is Mr. Johnathan. Like others said, there has been a very competitive process of selecting among the many applicants that we had. And some of us, when we reported this somewhere that we had 90 applicants, colleagues were surprised that Little Gambia would attract that huge number of applicants for the role of a coach. But like others said, it is not a surprise because every coach out there who follows the Gambian team would know that we have registered a progressive success over the past years in our football. And every other person would be interested in being part of that process of development of football in the country, as well as at the international level. And that's what I believe is the reason why we had that much number of applicants. But what is good is that Mr. Johnathan was selected or shortlisted and eventually chosen to be, like we put it, the most top-rated among the ones that were selected. So for the Gambia, Mr. Johnathan, we believe that you are the best coach out there, and we expect that that belief would be upheld by you, and you would be able to give us the results that we anticipate from a coach. But the support would be there from our side as a ministry, as a government, and like the president also said, the federation will be supportive towards your role and will give you the free hand to do what you think is best in delivering us to the promised land. And coming in at a time that Gambia has gone to AFCON twice consecutively is a very difficult task because the expectation is higher now than before. The deliverables are even higher now than it has been in the past for the reason that we have gone to AFCON in 2021 and gone back to AFCON in 2023. And sometimes they say when you bars are raised too high, the ones that come after have a bigger task. And I think that is the task that you have. And I know you understand that very well because from what I was told, you've been following our national team over the years. And I was told that immediately you were offered the job, you have already gone in to contact quite a number of players, even before you signed the contract. That for us is a sign that this person is ready to take over the Scorpions and will be able to do his best. But to the population and all of us, I know we expect too much, and we experienced it in the last AFCON because we went to first AFCON and went all the way to the quarterfinal. And every Gambian thought when we go back for the second AFCON, we should go beyond the quarterfinal. And yes, that's what we wanted, but it didn't happen. But we all know if you're a journalist, if you're a sport enthusiast, you know that sports, especially football, has its ways. And yes, sometimes it's about technique, sometimes about financing, sometimes about morale, sometimes a combination of all of that. But there is no one who would be in a leadership role and would not want to perform. There is nobody who is going to be giving a task to do something good for the country and you fail. It is no interest. So anytime we do well, we should all celebrate and know that we've achieved what we all wanted. But in an instance where we don't reach where we want to be, we should also understand that that is how the game is. And I'm saying this so that we can all temper our expectations and manage our expectations in line with the realities of the Gambia. That is by no means reducing our expectations. It's just a statement to say that we should be expecting for the higher heights, and we should all work towards it and wish that we succeed. And to the media, I might not be the right person to say this, but I just want to be as clear as I can. We all have a responsibility to help in managing the information that we put out there, because sometimes what we write, wrong or right, has an impact on our performance, on the players' performance, on the coaches' performance. We want all of us to be a country where we are supportive to each other as we drive this goal of taking Gambia to the World Cup, of taking Gambia to a third AFCON. It is not just the coach's role. It is the role of the federation, it's the role of the ministry, it's the role of the supporters, but more so the role of the media, because you are the ones that can make or break whatever good we're doing. So I would want to once again say we are happy that we have, after a few months of a process after the departure of Tom Sanford, we have been able to work together to get Mr. Johnathan to come and join us in taking the Gambian football to higher heights. Again, Mr. Johnathan, welcome to the country. Somebody said it's called the Smiling Coast of Africa, and that's because people are perceived to be generally happy. Football sometimes makes us sad, but that is only when we don't get the results. But some of us have read a little about you in your previous jobs in Sierra Leone, in Uganda, in Rwanda, and recently in Kenya. And even if I was not in the panel, I must say that I am particularly impressed with what you're able to register in those countries. And we want you to register higher for the Gambian Scorpions. Thank you and congratulations, and good afternoon to all of you.